Okay, so let's move ahead, I guess, in charts. We have to give this a little time, just a little time. These are the root first and second inversions of all of the modals, the modal triads. Okay, so if we start on root here in the root position, root, root position, we go root 3, 5, root 3, 5, like that. So what note is that? Actually is C here, let's say, so it would be C, E, G, C, E, G. Okay, so if we're starting from that root, it would be root 3, 5, root 3, 5, like that. And if we're going to do the 7, it's going to be 7, 2, 4, then an augmented fourth, then up to a warped up minor. 7 to 2 is a minor third, but it looks like the same shape as a major third on the bottom 4 strings, and then a minor fourth, because remember, half diminishes minor and minor. If we want to start on the 2, we can start way up here. This will be the Dorian, so it'll be 2, 4, or the second minor, 6, 2, 4, 6. Now I'm just showing you how these arpeggios can go up here. You just do them in intervals. So if you're starting a minor arpeggio, it's going to be minor third to a major third to a major fourth, and then a short minor third because of the tuning warp, and then a major third. Same thing with the E minor, starting from the E minor on the 3 here. We're going 3, minor third to the 5, major third to the 7, a fourth up to the E again, and then a minor third to the 5th, but it's short from the warp, and major third to the 7th again. So that's our E minor arpeggio. Okay, so we have these nice chords on top. So, and another way to look at it is, where did you start? Where did you go? It's worthy of mention that anytime you have a root arpeggio that does not, or any arpeggio that does not have any doubling, and these are all single string arpeggios, 1 note per string, you're going to have a total repeat of the triad. So it's 3, 5, 7 to 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6 to 2, 4, 6. So the top 3 strings are a total repeat of the bottom 2 strings, except there's a tuning warp, so that this shape comes one closer to there as you do it. So it's easy. You just do a G minor shape on the bottom, and on the top, just do this little staircase thing. So it's like for anything, for C minor it'd be, then you go, that's it for C minor, you know. It's best not to memorize those kind of things, but it is if you play them, and that helps you, and it's easy. Always memorize, always use memorization if it's easy for you. For instance, when I play an E minor, an E major pentatonic, you know I memorized that. You know, okay, so it's short over left for the long, 2 longs, then the short is on left justified, and then the 2 shorts on top. I memorized that. Okay, but it's good to know everything else about it. So it's good to look at this and see, well, in an advanced way, what cages did they start in? Let's look at the D cage. The third of the D cage is the G minor there. Okay, so we have this G minor shaped. Now, if you're playing a G, it'd be G shaped, you know, in the D cage down here. If you were playing a G in the D cage, it would be an F. It'd be the F. Like that, and there it is. There's your G-shaped F. Okay, but now we have, that's the G shape depth. The G minor shape's a half step down, and that's our third. Okay, and I can't play a G minor very easily. It's too big of a chord. Okay, so that's the name of that tune. The other thing to look at is if you were going to do an arpeggio there, you know, if you know which cage you're in, you know, where do you land? Or are you looking at it just as what string shape I'm in? You know the D has the 3 as a string shape. You know your D string shapes 2, 3, 4. So you know you can, from the D shape you can start a second arpeggio, or a third arpeggio, or a fourth arpeggio from there. So you know you're in the D shape like that. When you go off to the left there, it would go D, C, A. It almost goes in cage. D, C, A, G, E. The D up there, you can't see it. You know, but that's kind of like a ladder. So if you start here, it goes. Let's zoom out a second. Right here, C, A, G, E, D. But it's like a ladder, you see. Because what would you do with that? 3, 4, 5. And then what, go to 5, 6, it would be a repeat of that, and then 6, 7 root. It's kind of awkward, you know, and then 7 root 2, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. But I've got something better for you today, and that is the latest chart that I have right here, and it's called double string shape ramp ladder. What is this ramp ladder? Well, I figured out, I started looking at these ramps because we got into these arpeggios. I figured I owe you guys something on this ramp ladder. So I figured this one out. If we take double string shapes, so it's a double string shape ramp ladder, right? Ramp ladder, double string shape. Now what's down here is where this cutout was derived from. Okay, so this is the fretboard I took it from, and I masked out everything else, and we're going to be going caged 2 string shapes, so C, A, and then we're going to be going up 1 and in a string shape 5th, so it's caged string shape 5th, caged, so it's C, A, string shape 5th, E, D, string shape 5th, 5th of D is A, G. Okay, then to string shape 5th up here. This should be straight up here. What happened there? Okay, I had to fix this chart. I had made a mistake, but I fixed it on the fly in earphone view. So it's gonna look a little, you know, like it was put together in a hurry. So what we do here is it goes 3, 4, 5, but then we're going to slide into the cage. So we're going caged, and then a 5th. The 5th of A is the E string shape, then caged E to D. 5th of D is the A string shape, caged A to G. 5th of G is the D string shape, caged D to C. 5th of C is the G string shape, caged G to E. Okay, so we're going to play that 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from the 5, 6 we go 7 root 2, 3, 4. So you can slide your finger like this. It's going to slide your finger, and then from that you just go a 5th from that. So I'll kind of repeat it. Okay. To the A shape, to that G shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Now we've got to warp the pattern at that 5 to the 6. Warp it up. 6, 7, root 2. That's 7 root 2's an E shape there. And then 3, 4, 5,